Plenty of games have a pet system. For some of them, it is even the main mechanic. But what about Dandy's World? It'd be awesome if we could get pets that would follow us during runs. They could even have a functionality, like an additional trinket. On this tape, we will get to know this alternate universe in which there's a pet store, and we will get to meet each one of them. So, let's begin. The user Axolotl789 posted through TikTok all the content about this alternate universe called Dandy's World Pet Shop, in which Lily the Flower, Dandy's cousin, is the shopkeeper and owner. In this universe, the pet store would be located here, instead of Dial's store, and through it, we would be able to acquire a TOON license as a different pets. All of them we will show next. Floss the perfume. Floss is a sweet kitty who accompanies Lily in the pet store, although sometimes you can find her on Glisten's room making him company. Freddy the T-Rex. Freddy is quite the mischievous dinosaur. Freddy adores walks, especially when Shelly, his owner, comes with him. Jerry the Pastry. Jerry is Sprout and Cosmo's masterpiece and canters happily around the entire daycare while playing with other pets. Spike the Spike Ball. Spike is a pet that follows Shrimpo all around. Spike learned from Shrimpo how to bother other Toons, especially Louie and Poppy. After this, Axolotl designed skins for their pets. Turbo Floss. She's a lucky cat, a common Japanese amulet that attracts fortune, prosperity, and clients for stores and homes. Golden Freddy. Doing a reference to Five Nights at Freddy's, wearing the bow and top hat alongside the yellow color on all his body. Jerry Gourmet. In this occasion, the ingredients inside Jerry seem to be of higher quality, having a caramel frosting and a couple of chocolates on his head. Spike Punk. Fully inspired on the dark Spike's Shrimpo skin, even with some markings beneath the eyes like the ones we see on the Shrimpo skin. But this is not all, since there's even twisted versions of the pets. These could also be found on the floors during your runs. Twisted Floss. In her twisted version, Floss has a much larger body. She now has long legs, her body has long cracks and filled with ichor that runs off through the wounds and eyes. Twisted Floss's ability is filling the entire floor with perfume that resembles a dense fog that reduces the Toon's visibility. Twisted Freddy. In this version, Freddy has much sharper spikes on his back. His legs and tail are stained by ichor, and his mouth is much, much bigger. It seems that Twisted Freddy doesn't have any special ability. He will just actively chase you, but you can lose him if you stay in place for 5 seconds. Twisted Jerry. Jerry now has a completely different expression. The frosting on his head and tail, just like his little legs, have rotted. Now he has a pair of wings and his horn is much sharper and longer. Every 10 seconds, Twisted Jerry changes an ichor projectile that he shoots toward the Toon he is observing. If the projectile impacts, it will render damage and will also give the effect of slowness 1. Twisted Spike. The spikes on his twisted version are much longer and sharper. They are also covered in ichor. Twisted Spike is the fastest of the common Twisteds.
It's free and it's easy. Join right now. Now! In every video, one will be chosen. A random character, never the same one. If you want, you can participate. Just post it in the community tab.
So subscribe now, folks, and don't miss a moment of our amazing content. Character selected at random. Your character may suffer awkward poses, strange lore, and mild existential dread.
Additionally, Axolotl continued making more designs for pets, shown below. Maggie the Caterpillar. Maddie is Flutter's nephew. Lily, upon seeing her, decided to babysit her, as she doesn't see much distinction between Maggie and a pet. What she doesn't know is that Maggie is actually quite smart. Soapy the Soap. Soapy is Poppy's pet, and he is not very smart. His small world is formed by Poppy and Lily. Cloud the Pillow. Cloud is Brightney's pet, and also the mascot of the book club. With her big eyes and 360-degree vision, she's always alert, looking for any danger. She's so soft that nobody can resist giving her a big hug. Hoppy the bunny. Hoppy is Astro's pet. He is sleeping most of the time and can use his ears as hands to quickly repair machines. Loves lettuce. Similar to the previous pets, these ones have a couple of skins besides their respective twisted version. Monarch Maggie. On this skin, we can appreciate Maggie with the colors of a monarch butterfly. Although, as a fun fact, caterpillars of this kind of butterflies have completely different colors. Liquid Soapy. Soapy's skin transforms him into a liquid, his body being completely transparent, turning himself into a bottle. On his head, we can see a soap dispenser. Bilingual Cloud. Referencing the appearance of Duo, the popular mascot of Duolingo, which reminds me I've lost my streak and I haven't done my lessons in a while. Ugh. Sweet dreams, Hoppy. This Hoppy skin is very similar to Astro's Starry Night skin, sharing the colors of the hat and the moon face Astro has. Twisted Maggie. Twisted Maggie can spot you both from forwards and backwards due to her double heads. She's just as slow as Shrimpo. Above her main head, she has a time bar. This bar will give you 1 minute before Maggie transforms, now being as fast as Shelly while flying near the ceiling. Twisted Soapy. Twisted Soapy's ability prevents him from fully transforming into a Twisted, and when he notices the Toons that arrived at a given floor, he'll do machines so they can leave as soon as possible. During panic mode, Soapy will lose his mind and Ichor will consume him. Twisted Cloud. Twisted Cloud has a 360-degree vision, which allows her to see from all sides. It's not appreciable in the drawings, but she glows in the dark. Cloud, upon seeing you, will give the effect Expose 3, which will make you glow, causing all the Twisteds in the floor to be able to detect you, even if you are behind a wall. Twisted Hoppy. Once you enter a floor in which Twisted Hoppy has spawned, it will give you the effect of Insomnia, which will decrease your skill check to 1 star. Twisted Hoppy walks on the ceiling, and when he sees someone, he will chase them. Every few seconds, we will attack from afar with his ears. Similarly, Axolotl has responded to some questions the community made. Is Astro's bunny friends with Pebble? Yes, but Pebble is too energetic for Hoppy. Astro, what does Hoppy do on his free time? If he's not sleeping, he is eating. If he's not eating, he is sleeping. Shrimpo the Hedgehog is your pet, or is he only chasing you around? This puddin' face adopted himself. How tall is Freddy? He's 2 heads taller than me. Does Pebble have a pet? Pebble is my pet, and it will be weird if he had a pet. What type of owl is Cloud? Cloud is an owl pillow. What would happen if Poppy's pet was given a shower? When I watch Soapy, he gets even crazier than normal. What does Freddy eat? He eats meat, some vegetables, and has tried to eat some butterflies. What does Jerry eat? We try to make Jerry eat a bit of everything. How do you wash Jerry? First, we remove all the frosting. His skin is on the dough beneath. We wash him, decorate him, and then he's perfect to go. Will there be more pets for other Toons or only the current ones? There will be more pets. Here are some silhouettes. As you've seen, Axolotl has created more for this alternate universe, so if you want to see more of these pets in the future, alongside their skins and twisted forms, don't forget